We'll go live on Instagram.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. This is regular page. Hey, I'm here with Kayla Stone.
Yes,
Kayla Stone. And we're about to go live on Strawberri Lemonade. So go follow the page and tune in.
Yes.
Tag. Once I get more settled, I'll be able to go. I want to do another like a studio because I really do. Like I want to okay. One hand I want to do like this where it's a table and I'm gonna have strawberry lemonade to drink. And then both like drinking. But then
that sounds fun.
But that's what I wanted to do. But I don't commit to things well. So I was like, okay, whether that's what I'm about to do at first or not, I have to do this because I do not. I'm great at starting,
but never good at finishing.
No,
Same here. So many people struggle with that.
It's like I think maybe is it a millennium thing, like a millennial kid thing.
Because a lot of adults do the same thing.
Adults do it. I know with me and my friends, we start so much. We got like plans to do so much shit, and we be like, yeah, you know when we said it's fun to
Yeah. We never execute
and we never executed.
That's definitely something I've been working on too.
It's something good to work on. It's a good. It's like nice to make a habit of completing what you're starting. That's
absolutely.
A good freaking habit. But people. I don't know what it. Maybe it's just you get busy. You start. I know with me, I want to do a million things at once. So I end up not committing to one thing, and so I'm trying to commit to everything, and I can't get one thing done because I got to go over here and do this other shit. It can be overwhelming, which makes me just stop. So I'm trying to do one thing. You're doing good though. You got your business, girl.
Yes, I'm trying to do more, but definitely like even in my business there's certain things that I want to plan out and do, but you get really excited about something and then it just dies out, and then you get really excited about something else and then it
like
just
you
dies
get like
out.
I be getting in like this like depressed low mood where it's like fuck it, I don't want to do shit,
especially when like one thing happens that's bad. It's like it just keeps it keeps dragging you down lower and lower.
Yeah, girl.
Yes, and right now I'm trying to like work on coaching myself out of that, because when you're in that low space, it's hard to like tell yourself
to keep going,
or at least get back to where you were before, when you had all the drive.
Yeah, when you were so motivated,
yes,
so
like
ready,
you
and
woke
like,
up,
I'm about to do this, and then you be like, I don't even know if I'm about to do this. Like, this is probably the worst idea. Like, I'm over it, girl. Okay. Is this the... I got a new phone. I gotta figure out the camera. Okay. So. Oh, yeah, that's good. Go live.
Okay, I'm about to add this to my story, and then I'm gonna go live.
Okay. Hey!
Hello.
Welcome to Strawberri Lemonade. We're early in the day, so I hope we catch you on your lunch rush.
Right.
And yeah.
Let's see both of us like this. Okay.
Okay. So, hi.
Hi.
I'm here with Kayla Stone. She's a Leo, guys.
Yes.
Haven't had a Leo yet.
Leos.
So, tell me about yourself. Tell me where you grew up, how old you are, anything. Tell me.
Okay. So, I'm 23 years old. I grew up mostly here in Atlanta, Maryland. Something about me, I'm a hairstylist. I also have my own skincare line that I'm working on right now. I'm in school sometimes.
What does that mean?
Like, I'll be in school for a semester and I'll be like, I don't feel like doing
What
this.
school are you going to?
Right now, I transferred to PG Community College, save some money. I used to go to Morgan, but yeah, I'm in school sometimes. Yes, it's all over the place.
Okay, I never went to school so shit. I be saying that. I say I'm going to go to suicide.
Yes. It's hard. It's hard to like live a functioning life as an adult and like be in school. That's really hard.
What do you major at? Well, what's your kind of major?
My kind of major is marketing.
Okay.
I love marketing, period. Like, I feel like that's just in me to do marketing. Yeah. So.
What is it about marketing that you love? I know you have a business. I met you because you were promoting your business. So what is it about marketing? Are you trying to just market yourself, or are you going to try to eventually market other brands?
Yes. What I love about marketing is it's kind of, you know, how to sell, how to cater to the customer's needs. I'm a people's person. I like to talk to people. I always like to find a solution. So I feel like that is what marketing is. Right. It's like
the ultimate customer service.
Yes, exactly. Understanding your customer, understand why they buy things, so you can provide the best product or service for them.
So do you work in customer service?
No. Well, I have customer service in my business, but no, I used to.
Did you like that better than your job now? Or what you do now? No?
I mean, like...
retail customer service is fucking annoying. I hate that shit.
It is. It's so fucking annoying. And I learned so much from retail. I really did. I really did. And I learned so many things that I implemented into my business. But I don't like being there a certain amount of time. Like, you have events going on that your friends are going to, and you have to be there, like holidays. That's what really made me say I cannot do retail anymore, because I was working on Memorial Day. I was on Snapchat. Yes, all your friends at the pool parties, cookouts, all that stuff, and you're at work. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, the motherfucker that owns this place is at a cookout with somebody else, and I'm here working for them. Nobody's in the mall. Nothing. And that blew me. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be here next year. I'm not going to be here ever. I'm going to make my own schedule. And I'm going to, holidays, anything that I want to do with my family, I'm going to go do it.
Which is what I'm going to add, which was like kind of lead into my next question, which is tell me about your products, about your skin line and why you started. I mean, of course, because look, being your own boss is like the shit. But tell me what it is that made you want to get started with it in the first place.
Okay, so first, I was actually looking for something to get rid of my stretch marks, right? Okay. So I was 15 years old, and I was on YouTube, like...
15?
15.
Oh, shit.
Looking on YouTube, like, how to get rid of stretch marks, how to get rid of stretch marks. So I came across this video, and this lady was like, even if this doesn't get rid of your stretch marks completely, like, overall, you'll just have better skin. Okay. So she basically mixed shea butter and oils. So I started making that for myself. And
what kind of oils? Like,
it was the olive oil. Oh, okay. It was shea butter and olive oil, just that. So I started mixing that up, putting it on my skin every day, and
all your skin, or just like with the stretch marks?
All my skin. Okay. Like because she was like, just put it all over, baby. Like she was, the way she was promoting it was like, yes, you know, get rid of your stretch marks, but also start caring about your skin. Like, don't just try to correct the problem. Overall, you want your skin to be good, so you know you can age gracefully and all that stuff. And she looked good. She was like 54 years old. And she looked bomb.
I love the old ladies with the bomb skin
and hair and everything. They just hello.
So that's what's up. Okay, I definitely understand about this skin shit. Like, I never had like bad skin, but I get like the random bullshit, especially like periods and shit. Like hormones fucking up so as women, seriously. And I was not at first really. I wasn't really worried. I don't know why. I just didn't care what I was doing to my face. Like, I was like, every once in a while, I'm thinking I'm cute or thinking I'm doing some shit, and I put like a mask on.
Yeah.
But like, but it's like overall, it's like, what the fuck? And then a friend of mine was like, she is like obsessed with her face, and I'd be like, bitch, like what is this? But she had like skin issues, maybe because I didn't have skin problems, but like I knew a lot of people that would have like acne or like dry skin. And then she was telling me one day, like, I was in the shower or in the tub or something, and me and my friends, like, we do, like, gay shit, like, fucking be on FaceTime. I'm in the fucking tub.
Girl, yes.
So I was on the phone, and I had one washcloth, and she's like, bitch, I know you're not about to use that washcloth on your face. I was like, what you mean? Why? And she was like, Mayasa, look, first off, get another washcloth, make sure it's white. She gave me this whole list of shit to do, and then I was like, you tripping. But then I had got a dry patch one day, and I was like, let me see if she on some bullshit. And I tried it, and I made sure I had 2 washcloths for like 2 weeks straight. And I went to Lush, and I got like samples of like a toner and like a moisturizer, like a cleanser and exfoliant, and I just did a whole face thing every day.
Girl, yes.
Oh, my skin was just
different.
I was like, damn, like this shit really makes a difference. Your skin is like, I'm like soft and clear, and like you get like a glow, and it's like
that glow is everything.
The
when
skin.
You just whip your camera out every 5 minutes, you're like,
and you don't even need a filter.
Yes.
You just looking like
no
boom,
makeup.
pop. It's lit.
It is.
So, what's the name? Well, I know the name, but tell everybody your name of your.
Okay, so it's called Kay Shea Organics. So the shea butter comes straight from Ghana. Yep. So it's the real deal. It's gonna give you the best results. Everybody always says they get results within like 2 days of using it.
Yeah.
Because it has all the nutrients in it. Sometimes like I just leave everything in there.
Right.
When it's melting or whatever, sometimes you see like different grains and different things, and it's all great stuff for your skin. And then we also sell Jamaican black castor oil that I do get straight from Jamaica. That's like my.
What is it?
Ghanaian? No,
Ghanaian
my parents are Jamaican.
Oh shit, y'all.
Yeah.
She's a fucking Jamaican Leo, y'all.
Yes,
Lord.
crazy.
Lord.
But yeah, my parents are Jamaican, so I always wanted to get into the Jamaican black castor oil. I'm really into like the natural resources in different countries. That's definitely going to be my thing in business. Like, I want to travel and find all the secrets and everything.
All the melanin magic.
Yes, exactly. And just bring them back and sell them. So, yeah, the Jamaican black castor oil is straight from Jamaica. It's raw. You can use it on your beard oil, hair oil, anything. You can even use it on your skin because it does have really good.
Is it like for shine, growth, or does it do like all of it?
It's for growth. It helps your hair strands stop breaking off. Period, which is like the number one thing for black hair. Because everybody thinks that their hair is not growing, but your hair is always growing. It's breaking off. So,
because let me tell you, I was in hair school. Let me tell you how you will hold on to this much damage just to say my hair is long.
Yes.
And you will, and it's like, man, you really need it. And it'll be all split. All split, and it's gonna be popping off piece by piece.
Yes.
That is like such a thing. And it's like, it is in the black community. Your hair, it's because of how the texture.
Yeah.
And we do so much, and we can do so much, so it pops the hell off.
Yes.
And they're like, damn, I'm still bald headed. Like, I've been doing everything.
I know. I like to compare it to like noodles. So you have dry noodles, right? If you take some dry noodles and you bang it up against something, it'll just break off. If you boil the noodles and you bang it up against something, it's just gonna bounce back. It's not gonna break off.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so that's how you should be taking care of your hair. Just think noodles. You need wet noodles. Like, you need wet hair. You need moisturized hair all the time, because your hair bangs up against stuff. It brushes up against stuff.
Yes, we don't just leave that shit alone. Like,
yes.
We always do stuff to our hair.
Exactly. So you do need that moisture. And the Jamaican black castor oil is a great protective barrier for your hair so that it doesn't like break off, doesn't get too dry, nothing like that. Yes. And we also sell scented oils. We're also partnered with this guy named Kim's Oils.
Oh yeah, I met him. I got one of his.
Yeah, we were doing the table together. So I do sell oils. they are his oils, but you can get them from me.
Yeah, no, I like both of y'all products. I was unprepared. That was like a surprise for me to even go there.
Mm-hmm.
I just popped up there because they brought me there.
Yeah.
I would have came in there with like $200. Yeah. Like I wanted to spend money on everything. I wanted to spend money on your stuff, her stuff, his stuff. I wanted everything, but it was like, God, they did it like Kay. They just passed.
Right.
Like, look, bills, like look. But I've been I have 2 kids. Mm-hmm. Both of their birthdays was last week, so money was tight.
Yes, I feel you.
But next week I got you because I've been looking I've been looking online on your site and I've been looking on your page. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to do this shit.
Oh yeah, thank you.
No. But yeah, so okay. So buy her shit.
Yes.
Support black businesses. Support entrepreneurs. That is. I'm happy about.
And it's great for your skin. It's great for your skin.
That's what's up. No, you got some skin. Like,
Thank
you got some skin. So, do you think that? Okay. So like segue. So the skin when you use makeup. Mm-hmm. Sometimes certain makeup I know has dried my skin out. Mm-hmm. Do you think that putting this on first, because you really should. My skin is naturally oily. Mm-hmm. But my sister put oil on first and then makeup.
Yes, that is a good idea. Because it just protects.
With your oil, because I think maybe, I don't know whether it's my skin, but when I put stuff on, I only do under my eyes and stuff. But it rubs off when I put oil on it. So it's I need way more makeup.
It depends. Yeah, that is the thing. And I'm still trying to figure out the ins and outs because I'm not really I'm into makeup, but I don't know everything about makeup. My best friend's a makeup artist. It is. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But I do recommend you use some type of protective oil. Maybe not such a heavy oil, like sweet almond oil or something.
Is your oil heavy or is it
the shea butter oil that I have, it's heavy, but it's mostly for skin, not really your face.
Okay. Okay.
But it's for skin only because with heavier oils, sometimes it does clog people's pores and people aren't properly cleaning it off. So we're still
same as makeup.
Yes.
Makeup clogs the hell out of you.
Yeah. So we're still in the lab trying to figure out the perfect face butter.
How long? So have you been doing this since you were 15, or that's just when you started being interested in the skin stuff?
So I started mixing them when I was 15. Okay. I didn't start selling it till last year.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Have you been working on it since last year? Was it just okay? I finally pearled it. Now I'm about to try to execute, or was it I'm playing around with it? I'm gonna keep playing around all this time. I'm gonna keep playing around with it. And then now, I played around with it a little bit. Let's see what happened.
Basically, I got the perfect formula now, but I never intended to sell it. I just was making it for myself, and I was just using it for so many years. And then people started asking me, what do I use? And I started recommending a lot of things. I have eczema, really bad eczema. So that was the number, one of the reasons why I even wanted to get into the shea butter and stuff. Yeah. So when I see people who have really bad eczema, I would suggest certain things, and they were like, I don't know where to get the shea butter. And I would try to tell them everything to do, and people are just, they don't feel like it either.
They be dumb or lazy.
Yes, and they just don't feel like it. They're I gotta go here, get olive oil, go here, get this, go here. And I was just you know what? I'm going to just mix it for you and bring it, and you could just give me the money. And then I was just you know what?
Sell that
just
shit.
Keep doing this.
Girl, sell that shit. Profit. All these people, they ain't shit doing nothing. Okay, so this is I keep saying this is an astrology-based podcast. But I feel like I always veer off in the other conversation, and I leave the fucking astrology, and then I'll be oh no, wait, let me come back. So I'm gonna talk about. Okay, so first I'm gonna talk about the moon, because that's my shit. And yeah, this is good because this is we're talking about how you manifested a thought. You had a thought, you manifested it, and now you're executing it. And that is something like we were just talking about that we as people kind of have a tendency not to do. We tend to have a bomb ass idea and a bomb ass thought, and even as far as you like, I was doing it, but I was doing it for free, or like you just give me the money for it, and I just. But it's like manifesting something, having a good idea and manifesting something is not, and committing to it is not always prevalent in our lives. Yeah. We won't say everybody, but you know, some of y'all be bullshit. Yes. So, today's moon is a waxing crescent, and that's basically about planning and preparing. And so, the moon is kind of like how your emotions, it's kind of like controls your emotions, like where you at, like emotionally. Which is why, like, when people say it's the full moon, people acting crazy. It's like, because the moon got a lot to do with how, you know, for what I believe, you know. So basically, it's taking action, aligning your focus, gaining energy, and figuring out how you're going to accomplish your intentions. So this is a perfect example because you're accomplishing your intention. And I know sometimes, like you were saying, sometimes it's not always the easiest to stick to. So I guess my question would be, what is it that keeps you motivated? You've been doing it for a year. So what has kept you? I don't know. I hope to God this podcast lasts a year because I'm like, I like paint and I done had my hair phase. I done had all kinds of shit. And now I'm like, look, I'm over it. But I want to like stick to stuff and commit to stuff. And you committed for a year, which is an accomplishment in itself, like real life. So tell me what it is that kept you motivated and helped you to keep this going.
It's a lot. It's a lot that keeps me motivated. Number one, the end goal. My end goal is for everybody. I used to be like every black person, but honestly, everybody should be, you know, taking care of their skin. Yes. For every person to at least have one product in my house that they use.
Might be a household name.
Yes, because it's a great product. Yes. And I just want everybody to like enjoy their skin. So genuinely, that's what I feel. Like
that's so nice.
Yes,
you care about people's skin.
Yes, because I struggled so much with my skin when I was younger. Because, you know, I had eczema, and my best friends actually talked me out of like feeling bad about how my skin looks.
Girl, I know I haven't had severe eczema, but I used to have it like already. And I know it's like I don't want to wear short sleeves, and I would like keep it covered, or even like even stuff with like weight, how you keep covering up your weight. Yeah, but it's important, I think, to once you find comfort within something, to make sure other people that are experiencing it or going through it, you like, look, girl, it's okay. Yes. I went through the same thing.
Yes, and even that reminds me too, like about stretch marks. Like I had stretch marks on my arms and like on my shoulders, and when I never used to wear tank tops or anything, like I used to be so ashamed.
Girl, I see your Instagram. You was out here now, like fuck it.
Yes, because I just made a decision. Like I was like, I'm not gonna let this hold me back anymore. I remember one game. I used to cheer, and we had like, you know, little halter top uniforms, and it was hot as hell. Like I'm telling you, it was probably like one of those 98-degree days. Oh shit! And I had on a sweater. Yes, because and this was 9th grade. Like I was still self-conscious, and I had stretch marks. I never wore my uniform yet. So I was just sitting there. Everybody was like, girl, you making me hot. I was like, I'm fine. I'm cool.
Be like,
yes,
I'm good. Like, I'm fine.
Because I just felt so uncomfortable about my stretch marks. Yeah. And, you know, actually using this, finding that video, whipping up the shea butter, using it, even though my stretch marks weren't gone, just the fact that my skin was improving, it made me feel better about myself. And I really want everyone to have that feeling, you know?
Same. That's bomb.
Yeah, so
that's a good. The stretch mark thing is good for me because, like I said, I got 2 kids, girl. I don't have no new stretch marks because I was oiling it up. Mm-hmm. But the first time I was like 18, I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And that stretch mark shit is real. So the fact that you have something even that makes it a little bit better, is like moms. Mm-hmm. Buy this shit.
Yes, absolutely. And my mom, you know moms, she was like, look what you did to me. Like, all my life. And I'm like, girl, what the hell? So I always thought about, like, stretch marks. That's something that makes people feel. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm really happy that today, in this day and age, you know, thank you, Plies. He helped us embrace our little stretch marks, you know, and I'm really happy about that. So
that's one.
That's one. Number two, my friends. Aww, my friends motivate me so much because, like, all of my friends are really driven. They're all doing something. That's
what you gotta be around. People that's doing shit. Like, don't be around them sitting down.
Yes, and we all go through our, like, ins and outs. Everybody struggles with starting stuff and not completing things, having the motivation to actually complete it. Like, the startup is the easy part. Mm-hmm. Actually, because
you like pump. Like, I'm about to do this. Like,
that's like, you know, throwing all this stuff in your cart, and then when you get to the register, it's like, I got all this stuff I gotta pay for. Like,
it's damn, shit back.
Yes, that's exactly how it is. So all of us, we struggle with that. And like, let's say I'm going through my little time where I'm not really motivated. I'll FaceTime my friend. And she'd be like, yeah, I just booked 3 appointments and I'm going here and I'm doing this and next month I'm going to Philly to do this.
Shit,
and I'm like, oh crap. All right, let me plan for this party. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And you know, some people, I don't know, you have to just look around and let things motivate you. Like, some people will look at their friends, and a lot of people have problems with, like, jealousy or whatever. Yes, but just look at your friends doing good things or anybody doing good things and just, you know, try to ride the wave. Yes. Get closer to that person, like Cardi B was saying.
It's real, though. Like, jealousy, I was listening. What was I listening to? Maybe another podcast. And it was talking about good jealousy and bad jealousy. Mm-hmm. And because it's okay for you to be a little bit, like, not envious to the point where it's like, oh my God, bitch, I want what you have. Like, fuck you, because I want that shit. So, but it's like having that little, like, damn, you really on your shit. I'm trying to get on my shit too. And like, I'm fucked up a little bit in my head because I'm like, damn, I'm trying to be on that point on that level where you at, and I'm not there. Yeah. That's like good jealousy. It's like, it's good that I feel like that. And of course I want you to win. I always want you to win. I always want you to do bomb at everything you ever want to do. Yeah. And that helps me to want to do everything I want to do too, because we got to do this shit together, because bitch, you ain't leaving me.
Exactly. Like, you are not leaving me behind. That's what I think all the time. Like, we all have to be on the same, not the same exact level, but grow together.
And having people around you that are motivating you. Mm-hmm. Because I know one thing, I used to be like, no, I'm not having no more new fucking friends. Like, I'm sticking to the friends I got. And it's like, at the time, the friends I got was like, not really doing nothing. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I will find myself, when I do get into the point where I'm low and like unmotivated, I'm just sitting there, because it's like everybody ain't doing shit, you know? So it's okay to embrace the new people that are doing something, showing something more, like giving you that motivation to do something, to move forward, because having people that are not doing anything and that's kind of just riding your wave, so when you sitting still, they're like, cool, I'm just waiting for you to get back on your wave, and then we gonna ride it again. Like, that is the most draining, especially when they're your friends and your family, because you're like, all right, well, yeah, I'm going to do this for us. It's like, bitch, what you doing?
Right, exactly.
Like, what you doing for
tired.
Us? Yes.
I'm tired of these
Yes. That's what's up. So what, 2? You got more?
My family.
So nice.
I know. My family definitely motivates me, because I really want to just change my whole family, like everything.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. So, have you? Okay, this is a reason for my question. Have you been to Jamaica?
Yes.
Have you been to Jamaica since you made your line?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
When it's okay, so Jamaica is hot as hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it good for skin? You know, sometimes when you put stuff on in the heat, it melts away or burns your skin. Have you tried it in that type of heat? This ain't that kind of sun. Like, right. They got a different sun.
Yes, I have. It's great for that because number one, it's a natural sunblock. It helps. I don't know. When I'm in Jamaica, that's when my skin is the best. I feel like it's because of the water. Like they still have minerals in their water. It's not like going through a system like ours. So yeah, and the shea butter goes hand in hand, like with the sun out there. I feel like it gives you like the perfect tan. And it's a natural sunblock, so your skin isn't suffering while you're out there.
Right.
It's protected, and it does seep into your skin. It doesn't like melt away.
Does it make you hot? You know you get hot when you got too much heavy.
Yeah, I don't think it didn't make me hot at all. It's you only need a little bit, so you just rub it in, and you're good. It'll absorb into your skin. You're not going to be too oily, anything like that.
Good. Okay. So yeah, so I always do a sign of the day. So since you're here, my sign for today is Leo. Okay. And I always say like kind of give like characteristics of Leo or of the sign, and then say what I feel like they need to work on. Okay. I'm not coming for you because I done came for myself too. So no, but like when
for real.
My closest, when my childhood best friend, she was a Leo. And me and her used to bump like, she got on my nerves.
Wait, what's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
but I love her. But like we didn't always see eye to eye and grow apart a lot, whatever. And then one of my closest friends now is a Leo, and it kind of threw me off because I'm like, at first, before I was like really into the sign shit, I was like, you don't seem like a Leo to me because I only had one person to see it like based out y'all, and I'm like, you seem way too chill. Like, you too calm to be a Leo. And that's what I'm about to say. I was thinking you were maybe a Cancer or like I don't know. And of course it got, it's not, that's just your sun sign. So it's like your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascendant signs. Like, yes, you have different signs everywhere, right?
Yeah. So I know mine.
What is it?
So I'm a Cancer moon.
Me too.
I'm a Sagittarius. Rising.
That's what it is. Okay, so I'm a Gemini sun, a Cancer moon, and my ascendant. No, I'm a Gemini sun. My ascending is Cancer, which is probably what it is. Because I'm like, what the hell? My moon is in Virgo.
Okay.
So
when people meet me, they meet a Cancer.
They think I mean a Cancer.
Yeah.
And it's funny because my sister that was with me is a Sagittarius. That's my best friend, my sister. But I love Sagittarius. But
they're hard to figure out, though.
I don't think so. I understand why for a Leo
it will be hard to figure out.
Yes, because y'all are alike but different. Y'all it's like Sagittarius are too much and Leos are too much, but it's a whole different kind of too much, right? So like her, like I've known her since my mom and her mom were pregnant at the same time. And then my friend who was my friend when I was younger, they never fucking got along. Because they just clash. Because they just like, and they're both are territorial. So it's like, no, bitch, you my friend.
Right.
No, bitch, that's my friend. And then it's like, if I would I knew them, one from school and one from like going to church with my family. So it's like, if I bring the school friend to the temple stuff, it's like, why the fuck did you bring her to my shit? Like, that's like so it's like, yeah, I understand. So basically, Leos are super proud, super headstrong, can be kind of stubborn, but it's okay. They are very driven, but then they also have their points where they regress. Am I right? Okay, and
heavy.
Yeah. And one thing I feel like you guys need to work on is being wrong.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I feel like Leos cannot be. Only a few signs are wrong and still be right, and that's why I always say you're wrong and still be right. That's because you can't accept that you might not be wrong, or you might not be right this time. You just can't, like, it's like, no. Like, my old friends, like, yeah, I know everything. Fuck you, don't.
We feel like we're born knowing everything.
I know everything. Everything. From the time before I was born to the time after I die, bitch, I knew everything. Like, that's really how I be. And then I feel like it can be hindering to relationships sometimes. Just because I know from having friends and people that are Leo, it's like, bitch, like, I'm just telling you just because I want to help. Please just listen to me. I know you're right. But just hear me out. Like, I'm gonna be right too. We can be right together. Like, let's just be right together. And I think that's one thing that Leo should work on. I also know, Geminis and Leos are actually pretty compatible, like, with relationships, with friendships, pretty compatible just because Geminis are, like, of course, we all over the place, whatever, but we are also adaptable. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I'm going to stay over here, right, like, surfing my wave. And Leos are like, the whole ocean is mine. And it's like, okay, you can have the ocean, but let me just ride my wave over here.
Right.
You know? And it's like, as long as you don't, like, fuck your ocean up while I'm on my wave, be good. It's just ironic that you're a Leo and that I, like, because we've been vibing since Instagram and since the place, and it's like we've been since the convention, and I swore you were some. I did not know you were Leo. I wouldn't have guessed it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's lit. Okay, so today it's crazy how shit all works out, like how the universe puts everything together, because we're talking about insecurities, and we were just talking about insecurities. So I guess my question, I looked up the definition. So an insecurity is an uncertainty or anxiety about yourself and lack of confidence. So I was talking to my child's father yesterday. He told me that bitches be getting ass surgeries and makeup and do all this stuff because we want to impress men. That's the bullshit.
That is the shit.
That is the bullshit. Hate. I said, bitch, I want to do this for myself. Right. I'm trying to be cute for myself. Like, I'm cute for me. Like, I'm getting this ass because I want this ass. Like, I'm putting this lipstick on because I'm bomb and shit with lipstick on. It's like a confidence in yourself factor. And it just kind of made me think about how throughout the day you think so much about how you look, what you're doing, the way you're coming off to people, what people think, especially when you're younger, to the point where it kind of like creates an anxiety for you because it's like, oh my God, and you're analyzing yourself all fucking day. Everywhere you go, all the time, you just overanalyzing, overthinking. And it's my question was, what is an insecurity you've had, and how has it affected your life, or how has it affected your relationships, or whatever. It doesn't have to be just one insecurity. It could be like a mental insecurity. Like, I've had mental insecurities with like relationships where it's to the point where it's like I don't want previously, because now I'm like on a whole different wave. Right? I've had insecurity in relationships where it's like I don't want you to have no bitches for friends. I don't want you sitting around no bitch. I don't want no bitch breathing your air. I don't want none of that happening if you my nigga. Right. But now it's like, please spend time.
Friends, get away from me.
Get the hell out of here. And the insecurity is like, why doesn't he want to be around me? What is it that this other person has that I don't have? I'm supposed to be offering everything to your life. Right. And you're like asking somebody else for time? Are you fucking joking? You want to smoke with someone else, so I don't smoke right with you? Right. And it's like, it's crazy how you sit in your head and you just thinking about it so much that it creates tension with relationship. Even with my friends, I'm like, so you got another friend? Right. So you want another friend? Like, you don't want me as your friend anymore? Because clearly you don't need me because you have another friend. And it's funny that you're a Leo because I was in school with a Leo, And I am like a social person. Like, for the most part. I could be introverted, but I'm generally social. So, I had, like, a lot of friends. Like, at school, like, I had, like, best friends. And she stopped being my fucking friend one time because I had other friends. She sat me down and said, okay, so since you want to hang out with them, like, and we're in elementary school. Okay, since you want to hang out with them, I don't think we're going to be friends anymore. And she, like, fucking left me, and I was like, okay. And she got two other, she followed around two other, because they were not her friends. She followed them around just in spite of me.
Yeah.
Because I wanted a different.
She was trying to manipulate you.
That is fucking manipulation. And guess what? I did not fall for that. I was like, okay, well, see you when you come back, bitch. Like, okay. So tell me, what are some insecurities you've had with life, like, general?
One insecurity that really hindered my relationship was, like, being abandoned or, like, somebody leaving me. So how that affected my relationships was similar to yours. Like, when I had a boyfriend, I always felt like they wanted to be with somebody else over me, or they were going to find somebody that was better than me or something like that. So that made me act crazy. Like, that made me try to monitor him all the time. Yes. That made me want to monitor everything he was doing. Like, just basically have control over him. Like, everything that he was doing, I wanted to control or know about, or I just was just acting crazy. Yeah. And it ruined the relationship. Like, I learned that sometimes you can let your insecurities push people further away from you. And it's like, now I just live by this one sentence. Is this going to give you the results you want? Like, yes. Is this going to get you the results you want? I know you're mad. I know you want to hurt this person. I know you want them to feel what you feel.
Because Leos be spiteful.
Yes, we are. We want to ruin your whole life.
Fucking, like, they, like, piece by piece. Like, Gemini just be like, I'm just gonna kill you real quick so I can just get on with my life. Leos be like, hell no, I'm pulling your eyes out. Like, I'm gonna flash a camera in your face where your eyelids is pulled off. Like, bitch, I wanna, like,
come back in an hour.
And then I'm gonna leave you here to think about it. Think about that shit. Then I'm coming back to ask you, what the fuck did you think about? And I'm still gonna fuck you up some more. Like, Leos be awesome.
Yes. And it's because I feel like we just hurt so deeply.
About a lot of things.
It's like when you hurt us, it's a very, like, deep
like,
gash in us. How could
you do this to me?
And then loyalty is, like, everything to us. So, you know, Leos are loyal people. When they fuck with you, you're good. And we're very generous. Like, we will give you anything. So it's like, you did this after I
died and came back
for you.
They crucified me for you, and you did this to me.
Exactly.
Bitch! Oh, you have to go.
That's literally how it is. So that's why we will go far into, like, how we get our revenge. Like, we will think deep about that. How are we gonna just give you that identical gash that you gave us? We want you to walk around with that same
I need
scar.
you to feel the pain that I felt.
Because overall, we don't want it to happen again.
Right.
We want you to understand, because we also are, like, really deep thinkers. We try to understand how you betrayed us and why you betrayed us. So we need you to understand and never want to do it again, ever. We just want you to learn the lesson.
Y'all need people to understand from how you understand it, too. So it's like, if you understand in your own way, it's like, that's fine, but you still don't get it.
Did you hear me?
You still don't get
it. Did you hear me, though?
Yes.
That's literally how it is.
So, ruined your relationship. So, moving forward, do you still have those insecurities?
I do. It comes back because of things that have happened in the past, but I've learned how to, like, coach myself out of those thoughts, because it's very important.
Talk yourself back down.
Yeah, like, sometimes insecurities are false. They're not real. They're not real things. So sometimes it could be a little bit of truth in your insecurities, like, maybe you need to be more driven. Maybe you do need to complete the things that you say you're going to do and be accountable for, like, anything that you put out there. But overall, it's not really true. So, you know, these people, they are going to be in your life. They're not going to abandon you. Like, they do care about you. They do love you. Because when you think about these insecurities, you start to believe that these people don't like you. They don't mess with you for real, and they will leave you.
Right.
So,
when it's really like, son, I was just going outside real quick.
Right.
I was gonna come back.
Exactly.
I swear to God, I love you. Like,
or even like allowing people to have the time to themselves to get themselves together. Like everybody's going through stuff. You shouldn't be mad because this person wasn't there to aid you immediately or
and that's what I've been thinking about that. So like, cause that's why I think Geminis and Leos vibe a certain way, because Geminis can be the same way, only with certain people though, which is like similar to Leo. It's like we're not necessarily people person, like not necessarily. It's like we're social, but we hate people type shit.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's like it's like, but I fuck with you. So you supposed to fuck with me because I fuck with you, and the way that I fuck with you, I need you to fuck with me back. Yeah. And I posted something the other day about how you can't make the mistake of thinking that you're the only person that has shit going on.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of person, like, I'm a reacher. I will call, I will text, I will try to make sure you good, like all the time talking. And I get pissed when people don't do that shit back to me. Just because it's like, I love you so much. Why don't you love me like I love you? And it's like, well, like my best friend now, she's pregnant. My sister that was with me, she's pregnant. She's fucking, I have 2 kids. I know exactly what it's like to be pregnant. But it'd be like, this bitch didn't answer the phone. So that means she fucking hates me and she's never gonna. And like, I literally had to sit there and coach myself like, bitch, she's pregnant. She's either grown up or asleep or like, I don't know, being pregnant. Like, maybe she just don't feel like fucking talking right now. Like, she's there all the time. She's always there. She's always around. She always fucks with me. But in my head, I still be like, so, if she didn't answer the phone because I'm having a mental breakdown, that means that clearly nobody cares about me. And that means I probably shouldn't give a fuck about anybody or anything else. So, fuck her, fuck them,
That's
fuck
where
everybody.
these posts be coming from.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody.
Fuck everybody.
I'm deleting everything.
Yeah.
I'm going ghost.
Yes.
Like, why are you announcing your just go ghost?
Yes. It's like, but I want you to care. Please love me.
Tell me don't go ghost. That's literally how it is.
That's too much, though. That shit is real.
But your insecurities will drain you.
And everybody else, because the people that care about you don't even want you going through that shit. But they're like, what is it? Like,
and that's when I realized, like, I probably should get some help, because my friends were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I love you. Like, I'm here for you.
That's what my friend's like, you know, you need therapy. Like, you legit need that shit.
I feel like every human being needs therapy.
I do too. Even if it's not professional, it's like, get one person that is committed to talk to you, to listen to you, so that you can vent and they can help you handle these issues.
Get your stuff out. I feel, honestly, in the perfect world, in my brain, every person, even when you're a child, you're assigned like a therapist, like a good therapist.
They have a school. I was listening to a podcast. They have a school. Is it in Boston? It's in Massachusetts, I think. And so the podcast I listened to was Horrible Decisions, and they were talking about rape culture. And the girl in there was saying how she got raped, and she started lashing out. She got gang raped, basically, and she started lashing out and like fucking everybody, and like she just was having a hard time. And her mom worked at the school she went to, and everybody was calling her a hoe. Everybody was telling her mom like, yeah, your daughter a hoe. Like, she was having like a whole thing. And then her mom ended up taking her out of school and putting her in another school, and each student in the school had a therapist. But it was only for kids that went through shit. But it's like, don't you think if you did that for everybody, it would be like a school?
It would be so much better. Like, children will learn how to express themselves, period. Because everybody holds in so many things. We don't even know how we're feeling because we're so disconnected from that. Like, and if you have a therapist from when you're a kid and you have to talk about something like at least every 2 weeks or something.
How was your week?
Yeah.
Tell me how your week
was.
Yes.
Like, engage. Like, be aware that you're going through life and talk about things.
Because that's one of the biggest things that kids do not get. And then when they get it, I know personally from having kids. My son is 8, my oldest son, and they label him as, oh, he's bad, oh, he's like this, oh, he's so smart, but he don't listen, oh, he don't. And it's like, bitch, sit him down and ask him what is wrong with you, like. And for so long he wasn't getting that, and he wasn't getting. They were like just saying something, like, because he doesn't do whatever he does at school, he doesn't do at home. So it's like, okay, well, what are y'all doing to him? Yeah. Or what are y'all doing to help him? And it's funny because I talk to my friends about stuff that's happened to them and stuff, even stuff that happened to me when I was little, like his age or younger. And I still ain't deal with that shit. Yeah. And it's like, so let me put my baby in therapy because he needs to deal with this so he don't grow up mad and hating the world and trying to figure everything out like this. Because it's like, you have to, if we need that shit, don't you think that they don't even know how to express it? They do. They don't even know how to do anything to control it or to maintain it or to like talk. They can't talk themselves down and coach themselves out of it. All they can do is lash out or cry or, you know? And it's crazy how us as adults can identify that, but other adults that should also be able to identify that, don't identify that for kids. Right. It's too much.
And even in therapy, like, my therapist would tell me, go back to when you were 5 and talk like you're 5 years old. Right? And you will find, I know, it sounds crazy, but it helps so much. What do you have to do? Like, okay, let's say you went through something, you're a grown adult, you went through something as a child, and you can't get over that. You can't really understand how you felt when that was going on or whatever. Sometimes you have to take yourself back to that 5-year-old child and be like, Mommy made me mad because she did this and this. And then you'll understand, and you will understand, like, where in your childhood, what went wrong in childhood, and, like, how you can overcome that.
I need a therapist.
It really helped. Like, I was like, damn. Like, when I was talking, I was like, Mommy. I was like, choked up. Yes, it really helped. It really helped. Yes.
Oh, and you will see. That's my biggest fear of therapy is that I'm gonna start fucking crying. That's beautiful. They're gonna fucking. I be scared they're gonna diagnose me with like fucking bipolar or some shit. Like I be so scared.
Bruh, if you have anything, like it's good to know and work on it. I'm not, not to say you are. No, you have anything or anything like that, but like. If you have a problem, if there's things that you didn't get over when you were a child and it's hindering your relationships and it's hindering your life and stuff, you should definitely get help for that. That's like, therapy is like your mental Band-Aid, like your mental care. That's like, I always say this to people who are like, nah, therapy, that's for crazy people, blah, blah, blah. No, because everybody has gone through some type of trauma. Like, that's like if you get shot. Yeah, and then be the main niggas that be like, I don't need fucking therapy. Yes, you get shot and you're just walking around like, I'm good. I don't need a nurse. You're literally bleeding all over the place, like making a mess, and you just walking around. No, you will go to the hospital and you will get treatment. You will stay there until you're healed up and you're gone. That's the same way you have to treat your brain because all of these traumas are shots
and you
to
just
your
get
brain.
Drained and you get overwhelmed. You have breakdowns, mental breakdowns, nervous breakdowns, anxiety attacks, and you don't even know that you got all this shit going on. And then you get a therapist in the hospital and you thinking you crazy, but like, bitch, you should have been did this.
Yes, it's about time. Yes. Like, this was gonna happen to you. All these shots to your brain and you're not like getting treated for them. All the trauma that happens. Anything in your life, you literally have to nurse yourself back to your normal self.
To help. Mental health is important. Yes. Mental health is important. Okay, so you said abandonment issues. So I know you were talking about eczema, skin, stretch marks stuff. I know personally that is one, to this fucking day. Fat, stretch marks, like, any kind of like blemish, I'm like, nope, full body suit. Fuck it. Even now, especially having kids, your body changes. So it's like I see myself a different way because I wasn't like this before, and so it makes me like wear black or wear bigger clothes or wear stuff that's like less thotty. Because I used to be hottie thotty, girl. I used to wear like tight clothes and stuff, boobs no bra, fucking in and out. For some reason, this baby made me like, yeah, bitch. You just saw some shit. Like, you a big bitch. Like, you gotta cover it up.
First of all, you are bad.
I be thinking opposite.
No.
But thank you. But
it's
no,
that
seriously.
dysmorphia. All of my friends have it too. Like, we always think we're bigger than what we are.
I really do. And I be showing pictures of people like, you think I look like this? And I be like, no. Like, and I be like,
you are not right.
No. When I looked in the mirror yesterday, I thought I saw this.
Yes.
Like, no.
I struggle with the same thing because I lost a lot of weight.
You look alright though. Like, you
Thank you.
The thirst traps is real on your face.
Thank you. I lost a lot of weight and like certain things that people say, I'm like, I still have
them big girl mentality.
Yes,
that's
like,
how I think it is too. I think
like,
it's like maybe because of how long it is, so it's like it's programmed in your brain to be a certain way. And now that I'm not really like that, it's like show some.
And I will speak for the foreign children. If you were fat, I'm so sorry for you. I know you've been abused and you've been through a lot.
No, girl, that's the black kids. My grandma called me fat every time she see me, girl.
That is not. Every time they see you, you're fat. Oh, you started going to the gym? Oh, you need to keep that up. Like, all them little things. And you're just like, I'm just trying to find myself. Like, damn, can I figure out
when I was
what
younger,
I want to be?
I think that's like a mental thing from being younger, too. Because when I was younger, I've never been skinny. Like, never been skinny.
Me neither.
And when I was younger, I was like a chunky little chunk. Not fat girl, but like I was thick. And my grandma said, I know you want something to eat. Yeah, I know she do.
That's how they
and they be like, bitch, with your fat ass. Like, are you finna
Why is it always the fat grandmothers who always want to
always saying, bitch, lose this weight? Like,
they projecting.
One time after I had my first son, I was freaking 19. Girl, I had just had a baby. My grandma said, you pregnant again? I said, are you pregnant again? This when I started feeling myself a little.
Like, I'm not taking
this. Are you pregnant again? And she was like, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe you fucking said this to me. So then she started saying all this stuff. I was like, like,
and that's the thing. Like, don't think because you're old, you're going to just abuse me and just get off.
Seriously.
Like, that is a problem. They just think they could say anything to you. And I'd be like, Grandma, I'm talking to you nicely. I really need you to respect me and talk to me the same way. And my mom just be like, yes. Because I cannot. I'm not dealing with the abuse anymore.
I know what you're fucking foot down. Like, I'm not dealing with this bullshit. No, because weight is something that... And it's crazy because now weight is like the shit. I think that helps with the insecurities a lot. It's like, you pay for that?
Right.
Exactly. So I think that kind of like the word culture evolution makes it easier to deal with certain insecurities. But the people that already was like that, it's like, nah, I'm still fat. Or like, I'm still dealing with it. Like, people are glorifying cellulite, stretch marks. And it's like, I've had this for my whole life, and everybody told me it was wrong.
Yes.
And now I've
been covering this shit
I've been covering this up with black. I've been going through everything to put this away, and you're gonna tell me it's cute now?
Yeah.
It's like a slap in your fucking face. Because it's like, this is some serious, like, kids, adults, whoever, we go through so much mentally. Like, okay, I can't wear this because it looks like, oh, you can see a little bit of, you can see too much. You can see a stretch mark. You can see my sides. You can see, and it's even with you. You can see my eczema. You can see my stretch mark. It's like a constant thing in your head that makes you so uncomfortable and it reads to other people. Like,
people can smell your insecurity.
Yes, and will freaking manipulate it and like, I don't even exploit it, and it's just, what the fuck? It's like a whole bunch of what the fuck.
Yes.
So, tell me how you move past your
insecurities. Well, number one, I definitely tell myself it's not true. Like, like, I have to coach myself out of believing
therapy
these things.
is helpful because I still can't.
Self-help books. Like, everybody who, people, when I started getting into reading, you have those more advanced readers that's like, oh, you're reading that? I read that when I was 19. I don't give a shit. Yes, I'm reading this now. Self-help books help you so much. The Four Agreements, that's like the first book self-help book that I read. And it changed my life. I don't even know. It's like Ruiz something. Okay. It's a Mexican man. And it was just an amazing book. It basically talks about how, as children, and that's how, you know, important it is to like build your children's confidence up. Because as children, you're looking for these agreements that you have about yourself, and they basically shape how you move, how you feel about yourself for your entire life. Let's say you're a kid and your parents like, you stupid and you ain't ever gonna be anything. You make the decision to agree with them, and then you act accordingly. Right. So yeah, it's very important. Yeah, it's very important to how, like, what you say around your kid. I always tell my old people, I'm trying to tell you, watch what you say to these children, because they will start believing it. Don't tell me that I'm not shit and then expect me to be a beautiful, amazing, successful person.
I say that all the time. Like, I wish, like, it's not like my parents like talk down on me necessarily, but I wish, like, I only have boys, and I feel like if I had a daughter, I just every day be like, you're so pretty, you're so smart, like, it's just you're perfect, like, just kind of feeding the positive instead of always being like, why the fuck did you do that? What's wrong with you? You're kind of stupid or something. Like, that has like such an effect, and I catch myself because that's I've heard negative stuff from not like necessarily my parents, but like other people in my family that raised me, and I would hear it, and it kind of sticks. So it's crazy how you can execute stuff on your kids, like accidentally, subconsciously. And so now I have to really watch. Like, I remember one time I told my son, because he was crying, I was like, oh my God, you act like a fucking girl. That's fucked up. And I was like sitting there, and I was like,
then he'll never.
Oh my God.
He'll never cry.
And thank God my baby has the strongest mind, because he be like crying like, fuck it. I'm gonna cry anyway, fuck it. Because the other day he told me like, yeah, I was talking at school about something that made me sad, and I was crying. And I was like, I wish you told me, because I would have like giving a whole different response. It's like, I'm not about to just keep on telling you like, boys cry. It's okay. Yeah,
they have to learn how to deal with their emotions. And let me tell you why it's so significant and important. I was just telling my friend this who has a son. The problems that you have with your boyfriend, baby father, all that stuff, it stems from how they were brought up, them not dealing with their emotions. Have you ever just been yelling at a dude like, why don't you feel anything? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? All of that, stop crying like a little girl, all that stuff, it makes them feel like they can't feel. Like they can't.
There was a book one of my friends had, it said something like, your men are more likely to show affection to their daughters than their sons, which creates a thing with their kid, with their son. Creates like a wall with their son. It's like, no, I'm not gonna kiss him, I'm not gonna hug him. Men don't show affection to each other, and it's crazy how you grow up being like that,
like a robot.
And I've read I saw a meme. This how it's like if I had a daughter type thing. It's like there was a meme that said, stop telling little girls that a boy being mean to her means he likes her. Because in reality, if a nigga's mean to me, I'm like,
right. I don't want you anywhere near me.
I don't need you talking to me. Like, who are you talking? Like, it turns to a thing. And the same thing goes for oops, might stop. I'm gonna start over. But the same thing goes for girls. I mean boys. Sorry. Okay. So the same thing goes for little boys. You don't tell a little boy, like, it's a girl, you was there too. Okay. I didn't even realize it was an hour.
Right.
Sorry, guys. Pause. Okay. Oh yeah. So I think it's like, my son will come in and say, "Oh, she was being so mean to me. This little girl was being mean to me. She kept on bothering me. She kept on doing this. And it's like, at first, I was thinking like, well, sometimes that's how girls act when they like you. But it's like, even if she does like you, don't let her act like that to you. Tell her mom to teach her how to like a little boy. Stop. No, don't let anybody be mean to you. Because that's how you grow up. That's what happens to you when you're older. And that's something like that you have to teach. Dads have to teach their kids. And moms have to teach their kids. Because if I'm sitting there being mean to my son, he's going to think women are just bitches and being mean to men. And if I'm mean to whoever I'm with, the man I choose to be with, he's gonna be like, she didn't mean to him, so that means that's how it's supposed to be. It's both ways. Yeah. Because if a man is being mean to me, he shouldn't think that's normal and okay. Same as if when he's in school, no, she shouldn't be being mean to you, and you shouldn't be being mean to her. Because it's a mental thing that starts, like you said, with kids, with being a child. And it's building who you're going to become. Yes, it's who you are.
Everything about you is like, what's the word? It comes from what happened in your childhood. Like, everything about you. If you're driven, something influenced you. If you, if you have a purpose, whatever. Something influenced you.
Whether it was negative or positive. Yeah. If you grow against stuff, too. Yeah. It's like, maybe my parents weren't driven at all, and now I'm totally driven. Yeah. Because I want to be nothing like that. Yes. Opposed to, my parents are not driven, so I'm not driven either. You know? That's true.
Everything affects everyone differently.
That's so true. Okay. And then, I think that's it. Yeah. Damn.
Oh, wow.
Okay, but yeah. So, basically, the end is just kind of the end. I don't have any, news right now. Except for this R. Kelly shit. Keep up with that, because that's some bullshit.
It is.
That's some bullshit. Talking about fucking kids and how they teach their kids. That's some bullshit. What is her name? Gail. Is that Oprah's best friend?
Is it? Are they both interviewers? I don't know.
I know Gail is her best friend.
Yeah, yes.
Did you see the interview?
I didn't watch the interview, but I seen a whole bunch of clips from it. I just feel like he's just cornered, and
I didn't see it.
He just knows he's going down, so he's acting crazy.
I didn't see it. I heard it on the radio, and I saw it on Instagram later. But I heard on the radio, and then people are like, "Oh, well, now I kind of feel bad for him." People were saying that,
why?
They were like, he doesn't even know that his abuse affected him, and it does make sense that he's saying, why would somebody sell their kids or whatever? They were saying stuff like that.
Why would who sell their kids? People sell their kids all the time.
He said, I think one thing he said was, she said, what do you feel about the situation, whatever. What kind of man does whatever. And he's like, well, what kind of parents sell their child to someone?
What kind of man buys children? What the? He's so lost. The thing about R. Kelly, and it just really shines light on certain things, is that I really personally don't think he thinks what he does is wrong.
He doesn't.
He really thinks this is okay.
He doesn't. And because he did childhood.
Yes, and a lot of people believe that what he did is not wrong. It's right too. People don't disagree with what he's doing.
There were a lot of people saying that. One of the people that said something about kind of leaning towards his side was a woman, and what shocks me is how many women are with the shit. Because she said, "Oh well, no, I was one of the little girls that liked older men. I was 14. My kid's dad was 26.
That's wrong.
That's freaking rape. And I was 14. My kid's dad was 26, and we're together now. He's in his 60s. I'm in my 40s.
And you should be afraid of
him all that stuff.
To be around other 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
Because you're a grown man messing with a child.
That's what I'm saying. And it's when you 14, you're not thinking, you think it's well, I wasn't that kid. At 14, I was looking at grown men ew. Why are you talking to me? this ain't.
I
This
used
don't
to like
feel
boys
right.
my age.
I like boys my age. I like older for me was like a grade or two up. It was never out of school in your own house living your life. It's never been.
I always felt like that's too much. I'm not.
Yeah, it made me uncomfortable. It made me uncomfortable. But they were saying like he's like she's like he's like some women. There are some men that like younger women, some men that like older women, some women that and she's like, are you a man that likes younger women? He's like, no, I'm a man that likes women.
He like all women.
He likes women, but you like little girls too. Like
they're
any kind of woman, any kind, and that's where. And she said, "Do you feel like you're abused?" You know, he was raped when he was 7 to 14. He was raped by his sister and somebody else. And she said, "Do you feel like your abuse has affected you now?" And he said, "No."
Because he's just not.
He's lost. He's
not
damn
aware.
Sauce. He's so lost.
I'm happy that this came out because it's bringing discussion. It's bringing awareness. All these men who think that that's okay, like his brother. Did you see his brother?
Yes,
he was like, "What's the problem? I like older women. He like younger women. What's wrong?" I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You really could say that and get recorded?
And that's why his ass was in
jail. Exactly.
Because you're out of your fucking mind.
Yes.
And they said,
talking about preferences.
Yes.
That's really
and he said,
sick.
"Oh, so do you? If you have, he said you have. She said you have daughters. He said yeah. She said so. If somebody was doing to your daughters what people are accusing you of, what would you do?" He said, "I would have to turn myself into jail after I do what I did." It's like, bitch, then why aren't you in jail? Because they not your daughters. They somebody else. And it's like, it's his fault. But my thing, yes, it's his fault, but it's other people's fault too. We've been hearing about R. Kelly since he was little.
We all knew he was a child molester.
And it's like all these people that have been hearing about it, seeing it, around it, letting it happen, and now y'all want to say something.
Yeah.
I feel y'all so upset. And it's like the guy who said he signed for Aaliyah. Why the fuck didn't you take his ass to jail?
You need to be in jail for signing for her and enabling that. Aaliyah's parents need to be in jail because her mother is still denying what has been going on, saying that she was with her all the time.
I don't know the whole Aaliyah thing because Wendy Williams did a horrible job on that fucking movie.
Yeah, she shouldn't.
So I knew that was some bullshit. So I don't know what is up with that.
I know for a fact they were together and they were. Like,
but they also said that on the thing too.
That
they
the
said
door
he walked in
and
he saw him
having sex with Aaliyah.
Just think about
it. And even if nothing else can convince you, that marriage certificate should convince you. Because if two people are agreeing to be married, you know that they have been having sex. Mm-hmm. She was 15 years old.
What else was she doing?
Like, what relationship built up to y'all getting married? Mm-hmm. Y'all were... like skipping around, talking, getting to know it.
No, arranged marriage. This is not a. And that's the thing, because so many people they're saying like, yeah, and this I do agree with. Okay, they again R. Kelly. They need to get all these other men that've been doing it for years.
They do
because who was that white guy a long time ago, and he married his little cousin. He was like, I forgot.
Or was it, I heard about Woody Allen, the one
girl that married his fucking daughter. We was talking about that yesterday.
That's so talking about that
yesterday.
Left his wife for his daughter.
For his daughter. They have somebody who married his cousin. A little cousin.
I think I see. Her name was like Sophia or something. They look like kind of Hispanic. I think
they had somebody who, he was just a famous at the time person. He fucked with young girls. They said Elvis fucked with young girls.
Yeah, Priscilla was like
little.
Young. Like
they have.
I don't want to say.
You want to be honest? Kris Jenner was 17 when she met Robert Kardashian, who was like 20 something. Mm-hmm. That's still wrong. Mm-hmm. Like it's all these people. Like Kylie was fucking with Tyler when she turned 18, but she was already cool. Like she was already around that beforehand. So I guess he's figured since I'm 8, so she 18 now.
Gonna wait till
yeah, and it's like if you're sitting there waiting, you're praying on that shit. Cause like if y'all was just cool, how y'all just cool and now y'all together conveniently when she's 18, you know? Or y'all sent y'all letting everybody else know, you know? So it's like this is something that is already happening all the time. It's been happening. This R. Kelly shit has been happening. It was when I was little. They were having like fucking songs, like you know how you make up the little dumb, like you play on the song about him being a fucking rapist.
Yes.
And now y'all saying, "Oh yeah, we saw it the whole time. We just didn't know what it was. We didn't know what to do."
They just brushed it under the
fucking rug.
But we live in a time, and I'm so grateful for the time where that shit is not getting brushed under the rug anymore.
Which is why it's coming out now.
Yeah, because people used to talk about it like, yeah, we know, but it's R. Kelly.
It's like, so what does that even mean?
That was everybody's mentality. But I'm just so happy this is coming out. It's exposing this culture as well of these older men taking advantage of these young adolescent girls. Like everybody that I know has talked when they were like 15, 14, 16, has talked to a 20-something-year-old man. I did too. I'm not ashamed because that grown-ass man should not have been preying on me. And I told my mom yesterday, because we were talking about this, I was like, I wish I lived in a surviving R. Kelly ass time where I would be aware that I'm 15 years old and this is not right.
That this is wrong. I used to be like, I want to talk to somebody older than me. I never did, but I would be. At the time, I would have probably been so happy if somebody would have talked to me. That was like way older. Because I probably would have felt so cool.
Yeah.
And like I'm with the shit, so I'm like, little ass boy, I want to shop. Like,
right.
I got my own, like, and
him
then
picking
it's
you
like,
up from high school. Yeah. And stuff like that. Taking
and
you to
it's
get
like
food.
on my end, it looked cool, but like, what the fuck do you look like coming to my school picking
your
me up?
high school? That's what I don't understand about these men. Like, you're grown talking to a senior in high school.
That's what he was doing. Not even just
sophomores, freshmen, 14.
He went to schools to pick up girls.
Yes.
McDonald's across the street from the high school to pick up little ass. I didn't watch the whole Survivor R. Kelly. I only watched like two. I watched the one. I watched the one with Aaliyah kind of just totally threw me off. Like, you always kind of knew about it, but then hearing the detail, it fucked me up.
Yeah.
Like, it fucked me up. Like, the Sparkle girl, when Sparkle was talking about her niece.
That really messed me up. Like, the 14-year-old girl.
It fucked me up. And it made me like, it was almost like I couldn't go to sleep. Cause it's like all I'm hearing in my head is like R. Kelly songs. Like every time I hear it on the radio, I'm like, no.
It was a nightmare.
Like it was so much. It was like, and at first I was thinking like, and I even say how I kind of started like being like whatever. It's just that's how, because when I first heard about the documentary and like him about to get shot, it's like, but he been doing that. Why are we saying something now? And then I saw the documentary and I'm like, oh. Shit, like
this man has caused pain
to
people for the rest of their life. All those girls were crying, and that just shows you why this culture needs to stop. It shows how much pain these people leave these people with. Like, you have to deal with these things for the rest of your life.
It's too
every
much.
Day.
It's too much, and I sit and I'm thinking like people do this to not only little girls, they do that to little boys. Men do it to little boys, like women do it to little boys.
That was a big thing at my job too. I was actually talking to my ex-boyfriend, and we were talking about like when we were planning on, having kids and stuff. He was like, you can't treat your son how you would treat your daughter. I'm like, why? He was like, because my daughter can go out and get raped. And I'm like, and you think your son can't?
They're
so blind. They're so blind to it.
Common misconception. Because there are one of my friends is 30. He's 30 now. And his first sexual experience was with his fucking babysitter. He was like 6. She was like 16.
That's how it is.
12-year-olds that get touched by fucking 18-year-olds. 12-year-old boys that are touched by 18-year-old women. That's wrong. Like, that shit happens to men and women, and it's fucking, I mean, even not even excusing it, but R. Kelly was fucking raped. Like, he was 7 years old, his sister was 16, and he was getting touched by her. Like, that shit happens every day. All the time. Are people commenting?
That does happen. That does happen every day. And it affects them as well. Like, you have these hyperactive sexual men roaming the world, can't sit down, can't do anything, making horrible life decisions because they're having sex raw with all of these people having a very low quality life.
Yes.
And then you're wondering why. Mm-hmm. Because they were molested.
And people don't take it as serious.
Yeah, because they're just like, boys will be boys. Yeah, and they're going to be sluts.
And it's like, that's my man, that's my boy. Hey.
Yes, they...
Like, there's a movie, you seen it's Adam Sandler movie called That's My Boy.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's funny as shit. But the concept is fucked up, but it's a funny movie. Mm-hmm. He got raped by his teacher. A 7th grade boy got raped by his teacher and got her pregnant. Oh God. That shit happens in real life. It does. That should be on Maury.
The girls be on the news. I mean, in jail. The teacher's in jail.
She was in jail. She had a baby in jail. But he was like, it's like that shit happens in real life. You see that shit on. I used to watch on Maury, and they'd be like, yeah, I'm in love with. He's 17 and I'm 40. Like, bitch. First off, what do you even see in this little ass boy?
Right, except for somebody that you can manipulate.
And that's all it is. And that's the whole thing about the R. Kelly thing that they're saying is like they're brainwashed. That's all you keep saying. The girls are brainwashed. They brainwashed. Because when I heard the part about the girl, one of the girls, 2 girls he has on an interview, they're like, no, because my parents are so mad because he's not giving them money anymore, and they put me on stage with him, and this is what they knew what happened. Robert knew this was gonna happen, and as soon as he stopped giving them their money, they wanted to do this, and they wanted to take videos of us having sex because they wanted to blackmail him for when he didn't give them money anymore, which is what they're doing now.
That sounds like a sack of shit.
What the hell? And they said in the background, all he was doing was in the background of their interviews. Like, you said enough. You said too much. Don't say that. Say that. Like the whole fucking. It's creepy as shit. It's creepy as shit.
And just watching him, the first comment I seen on the Shade Room was, "I wish R. Kelly was a better actor." Like, just as good as an actor as he does singer, because that was horrible what he was doing.
Because when he got mad,
he was like, y'all killing me. Is this camera on me? Y'all killing me. That was too much. I was just like...
Because I saw a thing when this all first started happening. It was on Instagram. It was like a video. Was it on Instagram? When the documentaries first came out. He said... In a show he was having, all these people was at his show. It was like in a club, and he's like, they should have got me for this shit 30 years ago.
So what?
What?
So
and now
what is your
crying?
What's
they
your
killing
point?
You now. Okay, cool.
If you kill somebody when you're 19 and you're 54, you're still going to jail. Like when
you're still a murderer.
Yes,
you're still a murderer. You're still a rapist because. And he's only getting charged with what, like 2 things? He's not even getting charged with everything. And then he was out of jail. He went back to jail for fucking child support. Not because
anything
he's
else.
doing all this shit.
And I heard somebody paid his child support now.
Who are these people? Paying it all. Like, you know, people paying his bed. Women are paying for him to come home. Women, not just men. Women.
That's the saddest part, and that's why when you have these debates with some men, it's so hard.
It's annoying
because they be like,
well, what?
Look at your team.
So rich. Like,
look at your team.
Like, come on.
But it doesn't even matter. They're just really, I don't know, disconnected from the world. I don't know what it is. I don't understand how you can be a woman and you can condone R. Kelly. I really don't.
I think they just, I don't know. Maybe it's like they are, some of them are, so one girl was on the radio the other day and she said, I was raped when I was younger. People that get raped and molested turn into sex addicts, is what she said. Mm-hmm. But all of them don't.
Yeah,
some people are against it altogether.
Some people just stop having sex after they're raped.
And she's like, so I understand what's going on with R. Kelly. He can't help it. He's just a sex addict, and we need to get him help instead of criticizing him.
Which I agree with too.
I agree he needs help, but like, bitch, I'm criticizing. Like, you on some shit. Like, you been on some shit. Ain't nobody telling me he's wrong. Like, they could have been told. The teacher, who was his teacher, and she said, yeah, he was being way too sexual. I was seeing with them younger girls. I say, stop being around them. Why didn't you say something then?
They never say. That's the question I was asking throughout the whole documentary.
Why didn't you say something?
Why didn't you say anything? But just like the rest of the world thought that crap was okay and normal, the people that was by himself, by his side.
There was a man on couples therapy. I don't even remember his name. Have you seen the movie The Green Mile? Or was it Green Mile?
The one where the guy was in jail.
Yes, and the cop who was crazy, the crazy cop, he's married to somebody that's like 19. She might have just turned 21, but at the time that I was watching it, she was 19 and he was grown, like older man. And they were in fucking couples therapy. They were on couples therapy. Her parents consented to him marrying her. They told her, like, we trust you with him and we know he'll take care of you. And she was just this little blonde Barbie doll, just. And then the older she got, she was like, well, like, I am starting not to feel connected to him, starting to want to talk to people my own. And he was insecure about her talking to people her own age. She thought he thought she would leave him.
She probably would, because.
But it's like, what you think? I'm 50.
Right.
What you think I'm going to do? What we going to talk about? Mickey Mouse when it first came out?
Right.
Like, what is he talking about? Girl.
That's the thing. Like, when it's certain age gaps, I'm just like,
I don't understand what the connection is.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we could relate. Okay, yeah, you like this kind of music, cool. I like this kind of music. But like mentally, at some point, there's a halt.
Yes.
It stops at some point because I haven't even experienced all the shit you experienced.
Yes, exactly.
How
and I feel like you're hindering that young girl's life.
Yeah.
Let her go out and learn and understand what she wants and what she likes. And that's the thing. Women really need to be like get aware of the fact that we choose the man that we want. We let men choose us, and it's really bad. Like, I was just talking to my friend one day, and she was just like, I really like him. Like, I really want this to work. I'm like, no. She was like, I hope he really likes me. And I was like that. Do you like him, though? I
used to be like that, girl.
Yes, do you like him? That's the main thing.
I used to be like, oh my God, I don't even know why I like him. I just like him so much. I hope he likes me back. As a grown-ass woman, like, I was like that. And then now I'm like, I don't see shit I like.
Yes.
Like,
you have to like
them.
Really be.
And it's like, that's plays on insecurity. Because it's like, well, maybe this is like as good as it's gonna get. Maybe like I really like him because of whatever. And I think that if he likes me back, it solidifies something about me. Opposed to like, bitch, I'm bomb. Like, you didn't make the cut, sorry.
Right,
so,
exactly. Like, and that's how it has to be because we offer so much. Like, we bring so much to the table. We try our best now. It's a different time. You know, we got jobs. We doing everything you're doing.
So
you have to, right. So you got to bring something more to the table. You can't just be anything and think you're about to be with me. That's dead. That's so dead.
Well, this has been real.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming.
I appreciate you inviting me. Yes, and I had a lot of fun. I loved it.
I'm happy. So, tell us again where we can find you on Instagram, Snapchat, wherever you at. And then about your products. One more time.
Okay, so my Instagram is firecrotch, my personal Instagram. It's fire with 2 E's _crotch. My skincare line is KaySheaOrganics.com, or you can find us at Kay Shea Organics on Instagram. And yeah. That's it.
Follow her.
Yes.
And follow me on her live.
Yes. What is your stuff?
It's Strawberri Lem. It's strawberry with an ILEM Lem. And that's my podcast page. My other page is private, but it's on that podcast, so fuck it.
Okay.
And yeah, so this has been a pleasure.
Yes. And also
she going in the bag, girl.
Yes. I got you a gift. So here's some Kay Shea that you can try. Yes,
Thank you.
no problem.
Thank you for coming. We will do this again. We gotta hang outside of this because you left.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I love this energy.
Same. All right.
Yes.
That was fun.
It was.
I appreciate you.